In this video, following on from the blanket weed issue I have, which I've not got rid of yet, I've ended up with an algae bloom. But how am I going to deal with it? So is this a perfect opportunity to try the Complete Pond Detox to see if that will help with the clarity while I deal with the blanket weed? Let's find out. Right, while we're having some issues with the clarity of the water and this blooming blanket weed, I think I've only dosed 4. It says dose weekly until it's gone, so I am dosing weekly and it still hasn't gone. In fact, I was pulling loads out the other day and this morning, pulling big chunks of it out. The water, as you can see, is not clear at all. So this can be a big tester now for our Complete Pond Detox friend, because I'm running this test all the way through summer now to see how it performs when we've got full sun in summer, uncovered pond, apart from that big brolly thingy I have up every now and again. I dropped off this for two weeks while I was putting in the medication for the blanket weed, and I spoke to Frank Coy, which makes me give a name, Frank Coy. Anyway, I spoke to Frank and he said, no, if you keep dosing with this, it should help. So I'm going to go back, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to remember the first time I used it and I put a dose in, then 3 hours later put another dose in, then missed 3 days and put a dose in. I'm going to do that because that's where we had that really good, crystal clear. If I can find it, I'll put it up now. You could literally see one into the other. You could see the pond and every detail. There was no cloud whatsoever. Whereas at the moment, I can see the fish at the window, but what's behind them? Not a lot. So we're going to put this dose in now. First dose, 3 hours later, second dose, but then I'm going to do another dose tomorrow because he said try a triple dose because that has helped. He believes it might help with the blanket weed removal. And he said, can't knock until you tried it, Andy. I was like, hey, where have I heard that before? Anyway, so I'm going to dose it today and then we'll go back on from there. And then at the end of day 2, we'll have a look at the clarity. Let's crack on. So the nitrates in my pond must be so high at the moment. I've not seen my sky pond go that green that quick, literally a week. No, in fact, tell you what, it was 5 days. 5 days and it's gone so green. So I must have loads and loads of nitrates in the pond that's creating all this green. It's all right. I wonder if I put any sort of what if I put something in the filter to, like a plant or something, to try to draw the nitrate away, because that's plants like nitrate. No, it's good for your garden. If you're getting rid of your water out of your filter system, your mucky water, chuck it in your garden. The plants love it because it's the nitrate. I might see if I can get some cress seeds and put some cress seeds in the filter and see if they'll absorb some of it. Because otherwise, other than that, it's just loads of water change, which is no problem. Anyway, let's see what it's like tomorrow morning. Because I'll do a second one in 3 hours, so 6 p.m. ish, 6, 7, 8. So at 9 o'clock tonight, I'll stick the other dose in, and then we'll see what it's like tomorrow. Morning all. Right, I didn't bother you last night with the 9 o'clock of putting the Complete Pond Detox in, because you know all how that happens. And also I did another one. In fact, I was going to take some film. You know, I said I'll wait till tomorrow morning to take some film. Well, to be honest, I got here this morning and there wasn't much change. There was a bit of change, you know, I could actually see the bubbles from the air discs at the far end, but only slightly, so I thought I shan't bother you with filming that. So I've done another dose this morning, as I said. So I've done a dose last night at 6 o'clock, then at 9 o'clock, 3 hours later, put another dose of Complete Pond Detox, and instead of waiting the 3 days that I was told to do on the first ever dosing, I just put another one in this morning, so that's almost 3 consecutive doses. So there's not really a lot to tell you about that. You know, we're going to give it 24 hours or so now, so tomorrow I'll get the camera out and we'll see what the progress is like. But what I have done is I've gone out this morning, you know, I said last night, oh, should I put something, a plant or something in the filter or somewhere, because I can't put it in the pond. And I've obviously got a lot of nitrate in the pond at the moment, and that's one test kit I didn't get to renew. You know, I was doing the list in sort of coming out of winter, and I said, oh, put some nitrate on. Didn't order it for whatever reason, and I can't remember why I didn't order it. Anyway, I can't test for it, but, you know, sore thumb sticking out like, why do you think you're getting that? Because you've got nitrate in. So it is there, obviously. Not as harmful as your ammonia and your nitrite, but long period, sometimes, you know, I mean, it's not a major problem, nitrate, in my opinion, but long term, if it's large volumes, it could be. So anyway, so I've been down to the local DIY shop, big place with a big orange sign outside, and bought myself some cress seeds. Got 2 packs, so I'm going to get a couple of little flowering tubs, put some kitchen towel in the bottom, and get that put in. So let's do that now. So I'm hoping that these don't take long. I don't think cress takes very long at all. Maybe a couple of days to break the seal and start growing. So I've got 2 that'll sit in there now until they got going, and then, I don't know, comment below. What do you reckon my success rate's going to be with this? Oh, and I'll tell you what else I got as well. My wife and kids love strawberries. So at night time, I'm going to put this in the filter system to water it, and then daytime it's going to sit on top of the filter system to grow. And I've got a strawberry on already. Look at that. I don't have green things at all. Anything I usually put in my garden dies. So if this dies, it will be no surprise. Right, so while we're waiting for the pond detox to do what it's got to do, which won't be until tomorrow now, I better get some of the jobs done. One being that sky pond. I'm going to get it off, give it a quick waz, get it back on again. Let's go. Right, that's better. So, let's give it another 24 hours with the pond detox as I promised. And because that went in first thing this morning, so tomorrow morning, hopefully it was going to be good. It was blowing and throwing it down this morning. Oh well, if it isn't, I'll have a brolly, and we'll see how the pond detox is done after we've done at least 24 hours, because 9 o'clock tonight will be 24 hours for when the last one went in, and then it'll be the following morning, so it's just over that time. I've also had to, I'm going to slow down my feeding a little bit as well, because I'm getting a lot of protein on the protein foam on the top of the pond, so I'm going to slow down feeding a little bit, I think. Just let everything catch up with itself a little bit, because, you know, I'm putting things in the pond at the moment, so anyway, it's all good. Let's go to another day. Morning! Sausage and cheese this morning with a bit of Tommy sauce. I just love this hobby. When you get up in the morning, just wander down and just do that. Just watch that with a bit of an oat cake. Cup of coffee in your hand. I tried oatcakes with the fish one time, you know. They love them. They're my oatcakes, not theirs. Of course, I've got my little friend down here, patiently waiting for his little bit of oatcake. Good boy. Oh. Good boy. Right then, so where were we? Turning me coffee. So, complete pond detox. No, not really. Yeah, it says on the tin, effectively removes fine particles, algae, dyes, leaving the water crystal clear. Now it did in winter, didn't it? As we were coming out of winter into spring, it did a really, really good job. And I was dead impressed, but mind you, this is an algae bloom. So I would have been really, really impressed if it had dealt with this over, well, it's been like, what, 48 hours now since the last dose went in. Well, it'll be 48 hours at 9 o'clock tonight. So maybe I'm being a bit harsh. Maybe I need to give it a little bit more time. But I can't see that doing any better now. I put another treatment in of the blanket weed, the Aqua Source blanket stop. I put another dose of that in last night because this blanket weed still isn't gone. And it does say on the tin, just keep adding it every week until it's gone. But it says usually after 3 weeks. Well, this is now the 5th dose, so this is the 5th week. However, if you remember back when I first put it in, I put that first dose in and then sort of said, oh, I haven't put it in now, and it was another week went past, so maybe that first dose, do I just cancel that first dose out because I didn't do as it said on the tin? I thought, oh, 1 dose will do it, but it hasn't. You've got to keep the dosing with the Aqua Source blanket answer stuff, the stop. I'll use the stop. There's 2 you can get, there's a stop and the other one, but I went with the stop. I was advised to get the stop. So I think I'm going to be a little bit fair. I think I want to be fair with the complete pond detox, and I'm going to give it another 24 hours. So tomorrow morning is the last chance it's got, because it doesn't actually say on the tin. Yeah, it doesn't say on the tin how long it actually takes. And there was quite an algae bloom going on in my pond at the moment, which I'm kind of dealing with, you know, you just sort of let it ride itself, really. Reduce feeding, water changes, etc, etc. So yeah, there's not a great deal I can do with that. But what I do want to do while we're here is remind everybody about the competition we're running for the 10,000 plus subscribers on Aquatic Pond Lifestyle. Thank you for subscribing and watching and supporting the channel. So in the last video, I set a competition to win a waterfall and a t-shirt and some stickers and some stuff, because the main prize, which is going to be worldwide, isn't available yet. It's coming from Cactoily, the water monitor people who make water monitoring so much more easier. And they've messaged me last night actually and said, right, the new unit's on its way, so as soon as I get that unit, you will see it in my pond and my filters, testing, doing the testing and seeing what it's like and how it works. And I think it's good enough for you out there. I'm going to put that up as a prize. To be honest, I've not asked Cactoily if I can use that one actually. They said I could send one out, but now Cactoily, they're really good. They'll allow it. Anyway, so if it's any good, then that's the one I'll put in for price. So as soon as you see me testing that, then the next one will come up. So until then, we've still got this competition on at the moment, and loads of people have entered. I think we've got 200 and something people enter at the moment. So keep entering, because next Friday, next video, we'll be releasing the winner. And it's only in the UK, this one, don't forget, sorry. And if you're close enough, I'll come and drive, knock on your door, or hang it on your front door, or whatever. However I can get it to you, I will get it to you. So the question was, to win, is first of all, you've got to be subscribed, and you've got to like this video. So subscribe to the channel, and then like this video, if you're okay with that. If you're enjoying it. If you're not, then like it anyway, because you've got to enter the competition by liking and subscribing to the channel. And then answer this question. If EDSD stands for every day is a school day, what does CKTT stand for? So what does CKTT stand for? And it's something that I say on this channel every now and again when I'm doing stuff. So if you know what the answer is, stick it in the description below. 3 words. Stick them in the description below this video, and then you'll be in the competition to win the waterfall, a t-shirt, stickers and stuff. I might even get some, if I might stick some oatcakes in. Ooh, that's a good idea. Maybe you can try some oatcakes. I'll stick them in. I don't know whether they post very well. Do they travel okay? I don't know. You can't knock it till you tried it, can you? So don't forget, subscribe, like, answer the question, what does CKTT stand for, and we'll go from there. And you got to be in it to win it. So let's go to tomorrow morning and give this stuff a last chance. Because I give stuff a chances. Let's see if this stuff, if it hasn't done tomorrow, then that's it. I'm not waiting any longer. Let's go to another day. Okay, another 24 hours has passed, and no change, which is a bit disappointing. I mean, it did seem to be getting a bit better. But is that because of other things? You know, it's been in there for nearly 4 days. Well, 4 days now. And no, it hasn't improved the clarity of the water. But you never know, if you leave it another week. How much longer do I want to give it? Well, such is. Anyway, so no, it hasn't improved the clarity of the water. But it is quite a heavy algae bloom going on in my pond at the moment, which I'm kind of dealing with. Obviously a lot of nitrate. Which I'm looking at a way of reducing the nitrate with something else. Somebody sent me something and I want to try it, and I was talking to him last night, if I do this and that, would that make it reduce the nitrate? Just something we're going to try. I mean, you may see that in the next video. I don't know yet. I've got to work out that's going to happen. Blanket weed again, it's getting worse rather than better, and that's with the Evolution Aqua Stop Blanket Weed. Somebody recommended it to me that I used to work with, and it worked really well on his pond. But this, I've done 5 doses in here now, so that's nearly 6 weeks. In fact, it will be 6 weeks. Yeah, in fact, this coming today, when this video goes out, that's 6 weeks, and it seems to be getting worse. Obviously, weather's getting better, so I've got another dose to go in of that on Monday. That'll be dose number 6. So that's quite a lot of doses of Evolution Aqua stuff. So I'm really sorry, everybody. I've not got a lot of positive stuff to tell you about this in this video, because we've tried things and not a lot has worked very well. But I suppose you learn off what I do, and if you decide to do it, then great. If you don't decide to do it, then great. Fish are dead happy, as you can see. Fish are still loving it. There's no P word, you know that word? Parasite. None of them going on. Oh, no, I've said it. Look what's going to happen now. But yeah, so far so good. I'm seeing lots of others having issues with the P word that we don't talk about around here, because we had enough of that last year. So not a lot to, so apart from that, you know, don't forget about the competition. So we'll see you in the next video with the result of who's won the water fountain and the t-shirt and whatever else I can grab and chuck in a box. So if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, share, ding the bells for notification, and click the like, because that makes all the difference to the algorithms. Oh, it does. Oh, just let me show you one more thing. Look at my seeds growing quite nice. Yeah, looking good, eh? In my filter system. Anyway, thanks very much for watching Koi Pond Lifestyle.